Okay, this is another. I'm gonna give you another exclusive.
Yeah,
So
I want
before he
all
was
exclusive.
Petey, he was Apache, right?
Mm.
I was a promoter at Kamikazes on Western Boulevard in Raleigh, and I brought the real Apache here, and Petey was gonna open up for him.
Wow.
I tell Petey
the
change
Apache
it.
from Jersey?
Gangster bitch Apache,
Wow.
knock niggas out Apache,
Right,
right?
yeah.
So I tell Petey, I said, he's like, yo, I want to open up, yo, I got you. I said, listen, nigga, you gonna want to change your name, because if this nigga gets a hold of knowing that you calling
Right.
yourself Apache, he gonna fuck you up.
Right.
Man, I'm from North, I'm Greenville, nigga, I'm street. Oh, okay. Long story short, he goes out there and performs, does his thing as Apache.
Right.
Niggas is confused.
Right.
Apache comes out and was like, yo, ain't nothing one but Apache. And I swear he brings his hand from Mississippi, slaps Petey, and spins that nigga, and he became Petey Pablo.
What? Wow.
Good, man. It's your boy St. Pat, Reedsville, North Carolina in the building. There ain't no cap no more. It's no fluff. Right here on No Fluff.
Yeah, what up, y'all? Welcome to No Fluff TV, place where it's NC first for all of NC's own. And I know, y'all tuning in, you see I got a special guest in the building. Mr. Carolina HipHop himself.
Salute.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you coming
Yeah,
on, man, because, I started to see you, I don't know if you followed me first or what, but I started to see you connected with these different things, and I said, okay, all right. And then I saw you at the Touch Your Mic event,
Right.
maybe about a month ago.
Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate you
that
coming
was,
out.
Yeah, it was dope, man. And I came out, primarily because I've been seeing it, but I didn't, connect to it.
Right.
And Crown Chaz.
Crown shit.
what I'm
Salute to
saying?
my guys.
He invited me, and I said, you know what, I'm going. Because I like Chaz. Chaz always been...
Very good dude, bro. Very good dude.
Stand up.
Salute to Chaz and salute
Yeah.
to all the Crown, Jay
Appreciate it,
Official,
man.
Juice the Kid, Latone, all of my people.
Word.
Yeah, all of
And
my
they
people.
put on a show, man.
Yes. And they come deep.
Right.
They represent.
That's one thing I like about them. Like,
Yeah, facts.
They definitely support each other, man.
Facts.
And
252 stand up.
Right. Yeah, man. So, shout out to that, man. So, first thing, we kind of talked a little bit behind the scenes. I had to slow him down, like, that man be ready, yo. So, what makes you Mr. Carolina HipHop?
Ooh, that's a good question. First, let me say peace to the nation of gods and earths, all my gods and earths out there. Peace to y'all. That is a good question. So, I used to be an artist. I was to go back. I used to run with the first rap group to ever get signed in North Carolina called Yag Fruit Front. As y'all young people say, if you don't know them, go Google them.
Right.
And they pretty much taught me everything I know, and they taught me how to be an artist. And I went and got signed to Capitol Records. And in one of my rhymes, I stated that, yo, I'm so dope. I'm Mr. Carolina HipHop. Just on some funny shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But man, I was born into this hip hop shit.
Right.
I'm not afraid to say it. I'm 49 years old. I look good.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was born into this hip hop shit.
Right.
I started out as a break dancer. I became a DJ. I did graffiti. I break danced in some of the most dopest places in Raleigh. And so I always been in the Carolina scene since day one. So Carolina and hip hop, that's me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I fuck with this hip hop from all the way from the Outer Banks to the mountains of Carolina.
Right.
I fuck with this hip hop shit.
Word. That's dope, man. So, you telling me you come from Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, man. Me see I got Marcus Garvey up there, man.
Word. And so, why do you think so many artists, people who participate, in hip hop, so to speak, don't really know that Jamaica
Yep.
is the origin of hip hop?
So
It's the origin. It came from there.
say it again.
They've
King.
been rapping
let's say it
before we
again.
were rapping here.
Yeah, so back home we called it toasting.
Okay.
And it was where the MC was non-existent.
Right.
It was all about the selector, the
Right, the
DJ.
DJ.
You know what I mean? The selector, the DJ. And he would toast. And when he was toasting, he would just be like, my people from Westmoreland in the yard, and he'd be kind of saying little nursery rhymes to go along with the rhythms as he's hitting the rhythms.
Right.
Back home, they take a rhythm and put it back to back and make it into like a whole jam where people could dance without the words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same way that hip hop was manifested.
Right.
And then a DJ came from Jamaica, Cool DJ Herc.
Right.
Moved to the Bronx, and he manifested hip hop. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was DJing, and how the MC came about. I tell the story every time I throw my show to touch the mic. Is basically the DJ wanted to concentrate more on the DJing and the mixing, so he handed the mic to the guy next, and he became the MC to the hip hop, hippie to the hippie, the hip hop. You don't stop. You know what I mean? And bang bang boogie. They were just saying little taglines, right? Until it became. Down the line, a form of rap. Now, to go back to answer your question, why a lot of people don't know that is like, I don't know, man. Our culture, we don't tend to go back to our history. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if you play basketball, then you need to know who Dr. Naismith is. You need to know how Holigo is, the measurements of the court. You know what I mean? The manifestation of the game. And a lot of people who participate in this culture of hip hop, which hip hop is a culture. You know what I mean? Rap is just an element in hip hop. Let's get that straight. And so a lot of people don't even know their history, man. Like, especially cats from, 90s and up. They don't even know who the fuck Cool DJ Herc is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you do this and you expect to be the best at it, you should know your history. You know what I mean?
Is it their responsibility to go and learn on their own, or is it the responsibility of the elders?
Both.
Okay.
Both. It's responsibility of the elders, which I make it my responsibility. And like my team, I put them on hip hop lessons all the time. I let them know who Cool DJ Herc is, who Grandmaster Flash is, and how he made the mixer, and you know what I mean, the Cold Cush brothers, and on and on and on and on and on.
Is it frustrating for you that a lot of artists don't know the history of what they're trying to do?
Yes. Very frustrating.
Okay.
I mean, like,
I just want to know.
I love my culture, but then I dislike my culture. You know what I'm saying? Because like we the only listen in an aspect of things, we're the only culture that cut off our own foot. And what I mean by that is you got rock and rollers that's motherfucking 90 years old that's still out there on tour, rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying? But we go, oh, this is a young man's game, and you know what I mean? We cut off the money at like 30. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you old when you hit 30.
You hit 30, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, it's the Bible. You know what? Let's toast to you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, toast to no flunk to me, and salute to whatever everything that he's doing. Salute, no doubt. I just think that we don't respect our culture, man, and not just hip hop, man, but our culture as a whole. Like my brother, I'm gonna be your friend for life, and I'm gonna tell you why. When I walked in here and I saw the aspect of what you had on the wall, you know what I mean? From Cassius Clay, a.k.a. Muhammad Ali, to Malcolm X, El Haj, Malik Shabazz, Nas, Biggie, LeBron, Martin, just the essence. And then when I knew that you a man, your third eye was open when I saw Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, most people just deal with Martin and Malcolm.
Right.
They don't know that he the one that set it all off.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, go back and study Marcus and see what he did. Right. Like, he got the Black Star Line, and you know what I mean? He had hotels. Listen. Right. They had to shut that nigga down quick. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because once they realized that we were going back to Africa, that the slave money was going back to Africa, they were like, stop that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Send him back to Jamaica.
No, that's true, man. That's true. And so I ask that because, a lot of times I'm seeing the artists, they're participating in it, but then it's like they don't know nothing. And I'm like, man, do you know to be great, you got to go back.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about, there's artists, I talk with on a regular.
Okay.
And, she started rapping and everything. I'm just like, well, how familiar are you with just even like the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Just not familiar at all. And so, I'm just like, man,
I know some cats out here don't even know who Rakim is, bro.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. Because you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't know who. Because you can study from them and learn how to navigate even through where you are right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I ask that reason because, a lot of times stuff I see, I'm just like, man, I just can't.
It's a sad thing. You know what I mean? I mean, I as a ambassador of hip hop, and coming from the place that it originate, man, I do my best to educate as much as I can. And I'm a God body, you know what I mean? We each one teach one. That's our creed and what we live on. So, I ask a couple of questions when I meet MCs, see where their head is at, and then I'll feed them as much as I can, and then I'll see how they take it. Right. Some I gotta put it in the blender and give it to them like baby food. Some I can give it to them like a steak and potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Right. But for the most part, man, I mean, it's a sad situation, man. Yeah. And listen, I'm gonna put blame on both the elders, the OGs, and the youth. You know what I mean? Because there's a disconnect. Both. You know what I mean?
Definitely both.
It's both of us. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like us as OGs are not responsible. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I think also like what you do, talking with the artists, engaging with them. Also, people who watch No Fluff TV. Like, that's one of the things I try to do here, is to have people like you on, right?
Thank you, my brother. I'm honored.
You know what I mean? So, we can share what we know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, let me ask you, when did you, one of my favorite movies is Brown Sugar, when I heard it.
Yeah, right? He's going to say that.
When did you fall in love with hip-hop? Like, when was that for you?
Man. So, when I probably first moved to the States, man, I was like 12, and I heard Planet Rock, and that shit.
Planet Rock.
Yo, that shit. So I went to we first moved to Texas before we moved to North Carolina. Okay. And all of my cousins took me to a skating rink, and the Planet Rock shit came on, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Right. You know what I'm saying? Doom, 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 doom. I was like, yo, what the fuck is that? And he was like, yo, my cousin, because he from the yard too, he was like, yo, this is what they brought from the yard, and it's up in New York, and that shit's getting filtered down. And so, he knew, he really the one that birthed me into hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, at 12. Like, so then he took me back that night, man, and he played me like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, and our other cousin was in New York, so he was sending tapes down. Right. Cold Cush Brothers, Mr. Magic's Mix, Marley Marl shit. So like, we was on to it before we were supposed to be on it. Before a lot of Southern niggas were really supposed to be on hip hop like that or rap music. Right. We was on it because we had family in New York. Because mostly Jamaicans go to either London, Miami, New York. You know what I mean? Those are like the three satellite places.
I hadn't even heard of Texas.
Nah, so like listen, my grandfather who ran with Marcus Garvey was a farmer, so he went to Texas to buy land and to basically live off the land. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of the teachers that Marcus was giving to the Pan Africanists is like, yo, we got to learn how to live off the land for us, not for massa, but for us. So he went to Texas and became a farmer. Okay. Right. Okay. That was culture shock though, bro. Motherfucking cowboy boots and hats. And you know what I mean? Like my locks. Right. I was born into Rastafarianism, which is Nazarites. Okay. If you're familiar, that's something I dropped you behind the scenes. That's too much for the camera. Right. But so, when I first moved here and I'm moving to Texas, and this is in the early 80s, bro, I had locks down to the back of my legs. Wow. White people were like, what the fuck? And black people were like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, they had that southern twang with me. Man, I was talking to yard boy shit. You know what I mean? Right, yeah. But my mother, being a teacher, taught us to pronunciate, and how not just to speak patois, but to speak modern English. You know what I'm saying? So we wouldn't be, we already look crazy. Right. She wanted us to be able to.
And also teach you versatility.
Yes. It does, brother. Yeah, so no doubt.
I think that's dope. So
12 is when I fell in love with hip hop.
12.
Yeah, and I'm 49.
And you're 49. When's your birthday?
February 28th. I'm a Pisces. I'm a fish.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I always got good energy with the Pisces.
All right. When were you born? Oh, you're Cancer?
Yeah.
We
all all
water,
of my
air.
best friends.
Okay.
All of them seem to be Pisces.
I fuck with Cancers too. Yeah, definitely. Cancer men, Cancer women, they go crazy.
Oh, okay.
It's a little crazy.
So, like, you kind of been brushing on it, right? And I want to make sure we have enough time, like, before I had to reset it. But,
okay.
What, you started, you say you were, I guess, born into Rastafarianism. What made you transition into the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths?
Being here in America and being around it. Like, I was surrounded by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my cousins were God bodies. My uncles were God bodies. But listen, it's really not really a difference from. So Rastafarianism comes from the Nazarite law, which is in the Bible, Numbers chapter 6, when it gives you the law. And they really, all it is just is these people that separate themselves, and how they separate themselves was growing their hair in locks. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Eating certain foods and not doing certain things.
Right.
It's in Numbers chapter 6. So the gods and the Nazarites is really like similar cultures. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of my people, when they came over here, just were attracted to the 5% Nation. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why they changed that from the 5% Nation to the Nation of Gods and Earths, because a lot of the brothers, was in the street and they went to prison, and then they labeled them a gang in prison. So what they did is they incorporated and became the Nation of Gods and Earth Incorporated, to get away from that 5%. You go in the prison system and they labeling you and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, like, being a part of that, did you feel like it gave you more power?
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely. It so, as a young man, it unlocked my third eye. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a pineal gland, and the third eye, it's just unlocked to me, bro. Like, it just seems so natural. You know what I mean? Because all it is teaching you how to be like God. You learn science, you learn math. Everything in the universe is based on science and math. It's the language of science and math to how the universe operates. Mm-hmm. If you the Fibonacci sequence to just different physics and laws of physics, just our Creator, man, who created us and told us to be God. Mm-hmm. He made us in His image. That's why Lucifer mad at us now. Right. Because at one point he was the most beautiful creature, and then God created us, and then he lost his rank. You know what I'm saying? And so it unlocked me and just taught me so much stuff. Now at first, I took the power and I misused it. You know what I mean? Because I was in the street, my family, street dudes and shit, and so knowing what other people didn't know, I was able to manipulate. You know what I mean? I can be honest.
Right.
I used it for all the wrong reasons. So I was manipulating people, and you know what I mean? I could see. I'm going to tell you something. R.I.P. to DMX, and I met DMX a couple of times. Right. He said something real. So as a youth, I learned to accept a liar for a liar, a thief for a thief, a con man for a con man. Like, I could see, by unlocking my third, I could see a man for what he is. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's up to me to accept him for what he is. So, like, in the streets, you can, I use a motherfucker for what he is. If I know a nigga's a thief, you know what I mean? That's his thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then I'm going to take what I got over here and be like, look, let me get them sneakers, let me get them shirts that you boosting, and let's go. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I know damn well not to bring them in my house.
Right.
Because guess what? He gonna take everything in there, and I can't be mad when he do, because he a thief.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's right. That's
so,
true.
it just, man, I use it for all the wrong reasons. And in a younger age, in my early 20s, when I was in college, I used it to manipulate and shit, man. And, it came back to get me. You know what I mean? I served some prison time, doing some shit that I ain't had no business doing. But, a lot of us fall into that, to victim to that culture, you know what I mean? Because, listen, I tell a lot of you young brothers is y'all want to be great because you come from kings and queens. And so you used to being great. You know what I mean? So that yearning that's in your soul to be great, that's why them niggas is in the street trying to, wear the little trinkets and, be royal. Because we come from royalty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of us end up in that trap of just wanting to be royal, man.
Right.
Just wanting to be royal.
So talk about your college years. Like, what made you want to pursue college and go in that direction?
Man.
Because
I hope my mama don't see that. My mama.
Because really, like you said, dudes be in the streets, man, and no matter who you are, the streets kind of pull you in some type of way.
Yes. So, let me say this. I was an athlete. Very good, too. You know what I mean? Like, I was a football player. I ran, I was a fullback and a kicker. Right. One of the first black kickers. I used to hold the North Carolina record for the longest field goal. I kicked the field goal for like 63 yards in high school. And so, my mom is an educator through and through.
Okay.
Come from a family educator. Okay. So they were like...
So she was a teacher?
Yes.
Okay.
And my great aunt was a teacher, AKAs and sorority frats and all that. So they were like, you going to school.
Right.
I don't, that ain't even no object. Right. And then I was in the streets and I was rapping. So to this day, my mom hates that she didn't listen to me because I predicted everything that's now, that hip-hop was going to be a billion-dollar industry and all that. So at a younger age, I had a chance to go into the Fresh Fest tour and dance. I was supposed to go dance with Jermaine Dupri, who is now, you see what he is.
Right.
But my mama was like, nigga, fuck that, you going to school. And I was like, but mama, this going to be a billion-dollar industry. She was like, hell no.
Right.
That shit, we said that with rock and roll and the Temptations and all that. But look at them niggas, though.
Right.
Like, they making money.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, go get your education first. I was like, fuck it, all right, I'm going to school.
Right.
Now, because all my family went to HBCU, I ain't had no choice. You know what I mean? Like, I was getting recruited by NC State, Wake Forest, and I initially went to Wake Forest. And probably against my mother's wishes is why shit got fucked up. Man, let me tell you about this, man. I went to Wake Forest, and my first day there, a motherfucker put a noose on my bed.
Whoa.
First day there, put a noose on my bed.
What's wrong with y'all white folks, man?
Man, they hate the black man because they know who we are. They know we the most powerful. We the father of civilization. So I told myself, I called my mom. I was like, Mom, you mother put a noose on my bed. She was like, baby, just don't worry about it. I tell you to go to black college anyway. So I called up he's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. I called up Big House Gaines, who is in the Basketball Hall of Fame. He's the basketball coach up at Winston. He's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. He has like probably more wins. I think Mike Krzyzewski just caught up with him. He had like over 900 wins.
Wow.
Yeah, go look up Big House Games. So I called him and I said, look, I need to get a transfer from Wake Forest over to there. I told him what happened. And I knew that I was going to go beat the brakes off these motherfuckers and I was going to get kicked out. And that's what I did. And I'm talking about as soon as I did, they came over with a van and picked me up and enrolled me in the school over there.
Wow.
And gave me a full ride.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't want to lose my train of thought.
No, go ahead.
Having these questions, man. Like, one thing I noticed, you talk about your mom was a teacher, your aunt was an educator as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it about the quote unquote foreign countries that they push more for education for their kids more than here?
Because most of the culture here is caught up in that American consumerism. I was going to say American dream, which is consumerism. It's
basically.
That American dream is a fucking consumerism. It's teaching you how to be a slave to the system from a youth, from a knee-high to a grasshopper. It's teaching you how to be a slave to the system. Like me, I got 5 kids, 2 boys, 3 girls, right?
Okay. And
I'm teaching them to be bosses. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, fuck this system. You know what I mean? Even though they ain't listening because they just want to rebel against daddy. But I'm going to build this company up so they'll have something so they ain't got to work as hard as I did. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Like, it's just only not in America is education not pushed. I got Asian friends there.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
At
like
an early
Asian
age.
community.
Yes.
Jamaicans, Nigerians.
Yes.
Like all like.
Oh, Nigerians is like fucking geniuses.
Everyone.
And be driving cabs over this motherfucker. Right. They geniuses. I mean, certified.
So crazy, man. Like, I'm just trying to understand.
Because it's what you're conditioned to. It's what America has conditioned the black man to at an early age, man. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I tell people all the time, there's like, we still slaves. They just took the chains off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We not physical slaves no more. We just we mentally slave, we spiritually slave, and definitely financially slave.
Mm-hmm.
Slaves to that system.
Right. Do you, and since you saying we're slaves to the system, we're pushing consumerism, like.
Good wine, by the way, too.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Man. It is a good wine.
Yeah, it's a good wine.
So I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is because then y'all gonna start drinking.
Right.
And
But
like, y'all
this is
been
some good
on
wine right here.
Trust
Like,
me.
I'm not really a wine person.
Right.
I like wine. I'm more of a smoker.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah.
Good.
Like, in hip hop, we push the same train of thought.
Consumerism agenda.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, at what point do we say, I don't know if I can support this?
Listen, man. What goes up comes down. What goes around comes back around. So hip hop originally was a voice for the working man. Originally, and it was a social voice. It was a voice for social ills. I mean, you think about the message. You know what I'm saying? Broken glass everywhere. People think they just don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just telling the story of the hood and what the fuck was going on and shit. And then, towards the late 80s and 90s, it became drugs because, man, let's just face it, the crack era and the Reaganomics shit was crucial. Heavy, man. I have never, I don't think these kids, well, the kids that are coming out now are results of those drugs.
Right.
You can tell, you can see how that fucked up they are. Y'all sorry. Y'all fucked up for that drug culture of the 80s. Go do your research and see what happened from 84 to like 89, 90. You know what I mean? Like, the crack culture and the cocaine culture was serious. I don't think you niggas could have survived that shit because it was like wild cowboy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was very murderous. Y'all think y'all shooting up in Chicago and in all these other places. Boy, listen. I remember seeing bodies in the street when I went out to LA to see my cousins or I went to visit New York. Like, it was just like, I never seen young men have so much money, man.
Right.
Thousands of dollars on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Just rich for no reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man.
Truck jewelry.
Imagine, and me and one of the guards was talking about. Imagine if a lot of them brothers had knowledge of self and would have bought territory and land in them days. Right. Oh my gosh, it'd be a whole totally different thing right now. Yeah. But niggas was in the club blowing money and shit, and buying whips that look fucking ridiculous. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I was guilty. A lot of my family was guilty. I don't know, man. It's just, listen, it goes back to what I said before. It's just wanting to be royal, man. Yeah. Want to be royal. Let's talk about, man, some Musa walking around with gold bars on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the ancient Kemetans, you know what I'm saying? Y'all call them Egyptians, but I call them the Kemetans, you know what I'm saying? Because they were from Kemet. That wasn't Egypt, that was Kemet. Right. And so they walking around with just gold for no reason. Right. Just for no reason. Well, not for no reason, because gold is a conductive property. But anyway, yeah.
Nah, I feel you. So, like, do we as elders in hip hop, do we ever get to the point where we're like, man, I don't know if I can support like the artists who like they just killing everybody, they riding with the Draco, like keep a stick on me while I'm getting head, like just all like
So let me say this: I retired, right? And so, but I got tired of being that complaining ass OG. You know what I'm saying? So I got back in the game to do something about it. You know what I mean? So I'm building a team. I call them the X-Men of Music, and I'm gonna lead by example.
Okay,
that's the best I can do.
You can do.
And then what I'll do is just try to affect as many people as I can. 6 degrees of separation. Instead of just, oh man, these motherfuckers, I'm gonna do something about it.
Right.
I'm gonna get in the game and make it hard for you to say that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if I produce music and my team and my people that are around me produce music that is different and it's taking it back to the essence, then it's gonna be hard for you to eat.
Right.
You know what I mean? But because corporate America has a stronghold on it, they like, yeah, go ahead with it. Kill. I don't hear you killing that many niggers in that.
Right.
Where to go, James? Where's the diamonds? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they're producing that narrative. It's almost like a narrative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A nigga get on,
Right.
then he talking about I got more on my neck than I do as a house. This sounding stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like Rick Ross, man, and I don't really fuck with Rick Ross because he's a fake. You know what I'm saying? But buy back the block. Go buy that shit you tearing up. You know what I mean? Go buy the hood. Go buy the store in the hood. Go buy something in the hood.
Talk about it, yeah.
And support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of being a terrorist, damn. And then I'm tired of y'all niggas putting each other's on t-shirts and y'all motherfuckers is terrorists. That shit crazy. You homegrown terrorists. Period.
Talk about it.
All you niggas in Chirac and all that. I done been to Chicago. Man ain't gotta do no work. Illuminati and all that shit y'all niggas talking about. Niggas ain't gotta do no work. Y'all doing it for them.
Man. Let's switch it up real quick.
Yeah, let's go there. I'm starting to get depressed.
So, we got a quick game, man.
All right.
Either or with Mr. Carolina Hip Hop. You got twin situations. You got to pick one or the other.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Answer them as quick as you can. You ready?
I got you. Let's go.
Weed or liquor?
Weed.
I already look. You answered so many of my questions I got here today. All right. Chicken or pork?
Neither. I'm a vegetarian.
Okay. But if you had to choose,
okay. I'm sorry. Chicken. Yeah. I'm sorry. Chicken. No swine.
Okay.
Yeah, no swine.
Word.
It's a fucked up animal. But go ahead. Let's go.
Target or Walmart?
Ooh, Target.
Okay. Yeah. Take the shot, the COVID-19 shot, or deal with the police daily.
God, that's a rough one. Deal with the police daily.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't trust our government and what they doing, bro.
Word.
Yeah.
The baby or Lil Baby?
The baby.
Okay.
I got a personal reason for that. We'll go back to that.
Okay. J. Cole or Drake?
J. Cole.
Be faithful to a loving 3 for life. A 3 is like, she a 3. Or have a different dime every day for life.
Oh man, I'm faithful with the 3.
Okay.
I'll teach y'all cats about that shit later on, but go ahead.
Be a billionaire with no arms, or get 4,000 cash every month and you paralyzed from the waist down.
This is more than music.
Let me get you big there with no arms.
Okay.
Boy, I love my shit from the waist down, bro. Right. Yeah.
A plate of food from Khalees or E40?
Oh, Khalees.
Okay.
Get familiar.
Right.
She's official in that kitchen.
Right.
Yeah. I got some products at the crib from her now.
Right. Okay. All right. The last one, 92.1 or 97.5?
Ooh, 92.1.
Okay.
Fuck 97.5.
Or
yeah.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. Let me explain why.
Talk about
Let me explain why. 97.5 is a corporate entity. All right.
This is true.
Run by a corporate structure, so they have to play what they have to play. I'm just amazed that they even showing any local shit some love. I think they're doing it because they have to. 92.1 is a black-owned station, owned by a black family. I know them personally, and that shit is dope. So support 92.1.
All right.
Yeah, Charles, all my people, Rico over there, DJ 20, you already know.
Okay. So you talk about Khalees. You would choose Khalees over E40.
Yeah, so Khalees is heavy into the cannabis culture. She has her own farm. She's a very, very, very. So one thing I probably hadn't told you that I'm also a chef, master chef.
I was about to get into that. I was leading into it.
I'm so
yeah.
That's I'm a master chef. I'm nice in that kitchen, and so
you went to school?
Yeah, I went to Le Cordon Bleu, one of the most prominent cooking schools in the world. Let me tell that quick story. Let me tell you how I fell on that. So I used to work for LaFace Records. All right. And me and Arnold Taylor, who was the baby's manager. Remember I said I picked the baby over there and I get back to it.
Right.
So me and Arnold Taylor were working in the street team department, which y'all niggas don't know nothing about a street team.
No.
That shit's dead and gone. But anyway, we was a street team for Outkast and Goody Mob. Me and Arnold used to go out all the time. And so we had the Face had a Christmas party, and this is how Outkast got on. They brought their Southern Cadillac Players music to the Christmas party, played Players Ball, and they ended up putting that on their Christmas album. They blew up after that. All right? But at that same Christmas party, the caterers quit. Me and my homies from the yard and some niggas I knew from Atlanta cooked that night, right? It happened to be a chef in there from Le Cordon Bleu, right? So I cooked it up. He came to me. He was like, "Yo, I heard you cook this meal. Like, damn, you nice." But see, my dad was a cook in the Army. My uncles were all, out of town and cooking and shit. So I've been around cooking my aunts, you know what I mean? I've been around cooking all my life.
Right.
So it's just a thing to us, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, "Yo, I'm going to give you a full ride to Le Cordon Bleu." I was like, "Man, fuck that shit." Full ride. But listen, I was like, "Man, fuck that, nigga. I'm in the middle of Atlanta building up their scene at the moment.
Right.
Shit is beautiful. Ludacris is on the radio. He's Chris Lover.
Right.
Like, it's a beautiful situation, and I'm right in the mix of it. And the Olympics is coming. Right? This is like in 96. All right? So I called my dad. I said, "Yo, Dad, man, this dude from Le Cordon Bleu culinary school is telling me he gonna give me a full ride." My dad said, "Nigga, if you don't quit what you doing right now, I'm gonna disown you and you will never." I was like, "Damn, for real." So what I did is I said, "Listen, can I go to school part-time?" And they were like, "Well, we got a satellite school at Georgia State." So I went to school during the day and did the music thing at night. You know what I mean? And then when I found out how dope it was, they ended up sending me to France. You know what I'm saying? Which was suck, bro. France hate black people. It stink.
Right.
Women don't use no deodorant. That shit was a bad experience. But it was a learning experience, but it was a bad experience. Right. And so that's how I got on with the cooking school shit. And I learned how to, cook officially. Like, so what Cordon Bleu taught me was, temps and sauces and mixing stuff and how to do it on a scientific level. You know what I'm saying? So I just put that under the belt because it was a trade. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So when I came back from France, Arnold Taylor was like, "Yo, I'm going to Charlotte." And I was like, "Well, shit, I'm going to go back to Raleigh because, nigga, we got talent everywhere." You know what I'm saying? And my boys, who I talked about earlier, Yak Fu Front, were just starting to do their thing. And they had Left Field out. Shout out to Damage and Deranged, Spinforth, Jingle Bell, DJ Assassin. They back together too. They about to start some shit. Y'all better get ready for that Yak Fu shit. Because, listen, they influenced a lot of people in the culture for real. Leaders of the new school where Buster came from. It's history. But he just happened to run into the baby. And they put in more work and they blew it first before I could come back here and do what I do. That's because 919 typically here, man, niggas ain't been on their business. Just now, they on their business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And still niggas ain't really on their business. And what I mean by that is like, look, if you want to make it in this game, you are a commodity and you need to invest in your fucking self. I don't give a fuck if you work on a 9 to 5 and save from your check every 2 weeks and get you a videographer, pay for your studio time, pay for your engineer, invest in yourself. You know what I mean? Because this game, you got to invest in yourself in order to get something out. And that's anything in life, really.
Yo, man, keep that game. What's your best dish, though?
I would say, like Alfredo. Like, so I learned Italian first. Of course, look, I'm sorry, aunties and cousins and all that, but I'm gonna be big. Oxtails is probably my best dish.
Okay.
But I'm nice with the Italian food.
Okay.
Nice with it. You know what I'm saying? I make chicken Alfredo from scratch. Because I learned from some Italian dudes. They took a liking to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Listen, let me tell you some funny shit. I'll tell you another quick story. So I worked at this restaurant when I first got out of school. And they used to be like, "Yeah, Moulian, boy, we love you, Moulian." I was like, I go home and be like, "Yo, Dad, boy, they love me at the Italian spot." They're like, "Yeah, what you mean?" I said, "Man, they call me Moulian all the time."
I said, what's a Moulian?
Moulian is really a negative term that in Italian means nigga.
I'm about to say, I heard moolie before.
Yeah, so it's Moulian.
Oh,
and it means nigger, really. I mean, broken all the way down in Italian, it means nigga. So my dad was like, "What?" He said, "Listen, I'm going to work with you the next day." Swear to God, listen. And I work at a mafia spot. I already know it's mafia. I can tell the movements in there because I've been around my uncles and them. So my dad comes in there with a 38 Technic shit and rolls up. These niggas got Sergio Tacchini shoes on, mobbed up at that table. And he pulls out his 30 and was like, "Look, who the fuck called my son a Moulian? Which one of you?" And dude was like, "I did." He was like, don't call my son no Mulian no more. They laughed.
Right.
My dad was like, this shit ain't funny. And they were like, yo, if you got the balls to come in here and pull this 38 out on us, you know what? We're going to respect you and not call your son a Mulian no more.
Wow.
Crazy. Look at my dad different that day. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen these niggas bring in what I knew were bodies and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I mind my business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was just some ill shit, man. But Italian, I'm really nice at the Italian, but I'm really nice at just all type of shit.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, man, I was just wondering, I'm like, dang, this dude is chef. Like, how much of a chef is he? So now, like, that's really nuts. I mean, I think
I'm gonna
that's
show
dope.
you how much of a chef I am. You invite me back down here in a couple of weeks, and I'll cook for you and the missus. I'll bring the, you know what I mean. Y'all buy the food, and wherever your favorite dish is, I'll come in here and smash it. That's my offer to you.
Would you do personal chefing for like, let's say a celebrity or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, you do personal chefing?
So I have. I done some stuff for Sadat X and the Brand Nubians. That's how I really got into like really being a god. Like my cousins and them from New Rochelle, which is called Nauru, where Sadat X, who is now living here, salute to Sadat, peace to the God. He works at Rex Hospital in Raleigh and shit, and still raps.
Who?
Sadat X.
He worked at Rex?
I just don't. Yeah, I didn't tell you that, but I told you that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
yo. How long he been there?
Shit, almost a year now.
Okay.
He on the low, like he on the low.
Yeah, that's dope, though. That's dope, man.
I didn't say that.
You heard it here first on No Flow TV.
Yeah, okay. It's an exclusive now. I'm sorry, Sadat. My fault, God.
Yeah, that's dope.
But listen, there's a lot of cats that's down here. Like y'all just don't even know.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
A lot of Big Daddy Kane been here for years. Another God.
Yeah.
Mike G from the Jungle Brothers. Play from Kid and Play.
Right.
Man, I could go down the list, man.
Yeah. I've been to Kane house one time.
Yeah. Good guy, man.
When he was dealing with he had an artist called Mika Swain.
Yeah, I know Mika Swain.
Yeah,
I know Mika Swain. Yeah. I remember when he was dealing with her.
Word.
Yeah. Listen, I go back in this hip hop shit. I've been a fly on the wall.
Word.
Yeah.
Like Fonte.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and Fonte.
So Fonte
we had the same barber.
What? Did you go to Central?
Nah.
Okay.
But the guy that was cutting his hair is from my hometown. He moved now though.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
so-
what's up.
Yeah, he like.
So listen, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
So my sister went to Central
Word.
with that whole collective.
Word.
Fonte and Big Pooh used to sleep on my sister's couch with Yazara, who used to be the backup for Erykah Badu. That was a talented class. Knife Wonder,
Mm-hmm.
Fonte, the rapper, big rapper Pooh, Yazara. Hey, that was a dope class that came out of there, man. There was a lot of talented people that came in. They used to be at my sister's house.
Word.
Yeah, my sister would be home. She probably would have been on. Sunshine Anderson used to sleep on our couch.
Wow.
Heard it all before.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was stripping and all that. I'm sorry, Sunshine. If you know nobody knows
Talk
that.
about it. Let me get you some more wine. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Get you to talk. We trying to go viral, bro.
Right.
For real.
No, I'm just telling you, like,
No.
so you got me on here, like, yo, listen, I'm telling you, like, I wasn't bullshitting. Like, I know this hip hop and music history, not just hip hop, but music history from to the banks to the mountains. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna go ahead to my my next game, man.
Okay.
How hip hop are you?
Woo.
Now, if you know what I'm saying, most of the people that been on here, they do terrible.
Okay.
They do terrible. But I have a feeling you're gonna smash this.
I am gonna smash it.
So it's 5 questions, 20 points apiece.
Let's go.
6. You got 6 questions for a bonus, 50 points.
Okay.
You get 30 seconds
Let's
per
go.
question, but I don't think you're gonna need it.
I don't need it.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
So he got this, y'all. I'm telling you, he got this. All right. Question number 1.
Mm-hmm.
What are the 4 elements of hip hop?
Oh God, that's easy.
All right.
Breakdancing, graffiti, DJing, and rapping.
That man's special, ain't it? Y'all didn't know that. I know y'all didn't know.
And if
that.
you want to go into it, the fifth
the
element
fifth
that they
one
fight,
now.
yeah, there you go.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's go. Question number 2.
Let's go.
This is gonna be so easy. This is gonna be easy for me editing too.
Yeah, let's go, King.
All right. Question number 2 is name just 4 members
Okay.
of the Juice Crew.
Oh, Master Ace, Craig G, People don't know this, but Big Daddy Kane was one. And wait a minute, one more. Damn, I hear him too. I got stumped. It's the wine. Hold on. That's the ace. Oh, fucking Roxanne Shante. I'm tripping. Yeah. Have a nice day.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright. Wow, man. Word. Alright. Question number 3.
Okay.
What popular New York artist is also a chef?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a couple of them, really.
Yeah,
Action Bronson, one.
That's what I had.
Oh, okay.
Like I knew it was a few, but
I mean, Raekwon he called himself the chef, and he's actually now a chef for real.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and Jerobi from fucking Tribe Called Quest.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I give you bonus shit.
All right. Let's go. Question number 4. What was the name of A Tribe Called Quest's second album?
Oh, wait a minute. What's the second? Oh, Midnight Marauders. Yeah. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Low End Theory. My bad.
That's your final answer.
Huh?
Is that your final
Yeah.
answer? Low End Theory.
Yeah, it's Low End Theory. The first album was People Think Them Travels, and I forgot. And then I went. But Midnight Marauders was close to me, so I was like, Midnight Marauders. But it was Low End Theory.
Oh man!
First time the bass dropped in hip hop from the ASR 10 to Insonic, which y'all may know as the ASRS now, but boom, 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 boom. Good gosh, boy. Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yes, sir.
Question number 5. I might got him on this. I might. What artist is featured on a skit on 1993 Doggy Styles album that became a superstar?
That became a superstar? Damn. Oh, Corrupt? Wait a minute. There was a lot of people on them skits. DLC was on there with the pyramid, and he was already, niggas don't even know about the DLC and what he was really about the formula. It had to be Corrupt.
10 seconds.
I'm gonna go with Corrupt.
You going Corrupt?
I'm gonna go with Corrupt.
That's your final answer.
Yep.
Finally. Wrong.
Oh, shit. Damn, who was it?
Bow Wow.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that little nigga.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot about that little nigga.
I was like,
And I knew that. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that because he
he was a little kid in the class. He did all the voices.
Yes, and he Snoop had him at first, and then he handed him over to Jermaine Dupri. Fuck. Well, I got stopped.
Well, you got a bonus question.
Okay, let's go with the bonus.
But right now, brother, you're doing like.
I'm sure I'm doing phenomenally well than anybody else has been on this.
80 points already. Here's the extra 50 right here. We about to. All right, I think you know this.
Okay.
Bonus question: what is the government name for the DJ for Run DMC?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Jay Mizell. The hell? Yeah, Jay Mizell, Jam Master Jay. Rest in peace, Jam Master. That was some bullshit. You niggas motherfucking hating on that nigga and killed him, man. And y'all were friends. Some bullshit. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Self-hating niggas, man. We our worst enemy.
Mr. Jason Mizell.
Mr. Jason Mizell.
Man, hey, if I didn't know before, this man is hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
I call myself Mr. Carolina.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta live up to that shit.
Right. So, you got a label.
Yep.
Let's talk about your label and what you're looking for in an artist to sign.
So we just actually we're all about this right here. If you see one of these niggas walking this right here, FFO, Family First Organization, we all about the family, the sun, the moon, and the star, the black family. The sun represents the black man, the moon represents the woman, the child represents the star. And under that we have this new record label we call Cackalack Records. Salute to my team, Lex Garvey, BSC Memphis. We just doing beautiful things. Smith Jagger, super producer Smith Jagger, MDMA Studios. So we are looking for artists that Yeah. You know what? I gotta drive though. I'm gonna go down there. Right up. Yeah, cause I gotta drive a long way, and I ain't even supposed to be driving. But so we look for MCs, man. That's the best way I can put it, man. You know what I mean? Like we looking for just a person who can pronunciate, cadence, flow. Not necessarily freestyle because we teach them how to freestyle, but if they can freestyle like an all-around MC, a mic controller,
Right.
someone who can control the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing to go in the studio and do it, but can you control the crowd? Like I'm a artist, meaning that my sword's still sharp. You know what I mean?
So you can freestyle right now.
Oh yeah, facts. You give me a topic and I'll kill it. I'll murder it. Yeah, that's just. I mean, listen. If I feel like if I can talk it, then I should be able to walk it. I get on my artists all the time. I'll be like, if you ain't gonna do it, then I'll get in there and do it, and I'll show you how to do it right quick. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they respect that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just like you're gonna respect the player coach than you are just the coach.
Mm. Right.
And we call ourselves Cackalack Records. If you're familiar with, if you know your history, Cackalack goes all the way back. I want to say the first one to really say it was Charlie Brown from Leaders of the New School, North Cackalacka and Compton. Mm-hmm. And so it's been a turn, man. Like we supposed to have been on a long time ago, man. We just
did you listen to the joint I sent you?
Yes.
Kakalaki style. What do you think about this song? On Drink Water and Drive Safe.
So listen, I pride myself on knowing Carolina hip hop.
Right.
I wasn't up on this. Thank you. Paul Miller, that's his name?
Pat Miller,
sorry. Pat Miller, nigga. You are that shit. So, and what's my man?
Smacko the Dopest.
Smacko the Dopest, and what's the other guy's name?
Born Essential.
Yes. So listen. Let me say this, and let me look in the camera and say this. The problem with
look into the lens.
Yeah, let me look into the lens. That's I'm looking up there. Let me look into the lens. The problem with North Carolina hip hop is you niggas ain't got no fucking originality. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Y'all want to sound like Atlanta. You want to sound like niggas from the West Coast. You want to sound like niggas from everywhere else. Well, these cats that we just mentioned have a sound of their own. Kakalaki style. What's Macadocious shit? He had the Superfly shit. Yeah. Yo, I was like, dope. And I don't fuck with Spotify. So you said the Spotify shit, I had to download and do all this crazy shit.
Okay, what you Tidal?
Yeah, Tidal, Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? Tidal. And listen, I don't really listen.
Because I don't got Apple Music.
I just got an iPhone. My kids put me on it, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
It's either Spotify.
And I was dealing with Tidal until Jay-Z sold all of his shit. You know, I try to spend.
Well, he's still running.
I know, but a white man on it. I don't give a fuck. Jay-Z running it. He's a white man on it. So you know, I'm about them black dollars. Mm-hmm. But yeah, hey, Pat Miller. And the other group, I'm telling you, yo.
Well, they're not a group. So
they're not a group? They seem like they was a group.
No, I got to be honest with you. Smacko the Dopest is one of the artists that I had on my channel.
Okay.
I produced the album. I'm Born Essential.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All praises due. Let me tell you. Hey, listen. Motherfucking Mr. Carolina Hip Hop certified.
Yeah, I wanted to hear a response. That's why I ain't let you know it was, I had.
Say no more. I need tracks. Me and you can talk business after we get off here. I need tracks because I love the production. I was like, this is funny shit. So you let me finish. I was about to go into the whole production thing about it because that's what really caught my ear. And I mean, old boy was spitting differently than what I've heard. You know what I'm saying? Like
Smacko is dope, man.
Yeah, he is. He's really dope. Smacko.
And Pat Miller.
Smacko. Salute to you, King. Pat Miller. Salute to you, King. Both of you are Mr. Carolina Hip Hop certified. I will be putting your name on my lips from here on out. I promise you.
And so while I'm at it, I'm gonna tell you, check out. So what I did before was the artist that came on, I asked him, hey, you had an interview with me, just do a song for me. Okay. So I did a project last year called The Cackalus. Off of Kakalaki.
Where's it at?
I should be everywhere. I should be on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. You know what I'm saying? So check that out. I would say that the Drink Water Drive say sounds better, but the other one is like it's more artist.
CA Calculus. Put it in there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go listen to that tonight while I'm smoking.
Check it out.
Smoking.
But I wanted to continue.
We can do it afterwards. Let's keep going.
Yeah. I wanted to get a couple more questions.
Yeah. Let's don't stop the flow.
So make sure. No, you good. Make sure y'all. I know y'all be biting, man, but stop. I don't ask top fives. I ask starting 5 rappers. These 5 rappers will out rap another 5. Who is your starting 5?
My starting 5?
Yeah.
Niggas ain't starting. Fuck with my starting 5. And ain't none of them.
Talk about it.
One of them is out today.
Okay.
All right. Rakim. The God MC. Rakim Allah, the God MC. Big Daddy Kane. KRS-One, The Teacher. I gotta go. So those 3 are like from the originators. Then I got 2 that come up in the now, and this is serious. Nas. And then J. Cole. And that's not just because he's from North Carolina, but because his bars are ridiculous.
Yeah. Cole's that dude, man.
That dude. And he's from NC. Fayetteville, baby.
And at one point I still like Kendrick. But I'm gonna tell you, Kendrick, you need to drop something else again. Because Cole
So Kendrick will be my 6th man. He'll be on my bench.
Right, okay.
He'd be my 6th man. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, Cole has surpassed him because he's putting out more material. But you gotta understand though, Mad Kid in the Mad City. Was that
Good Kid, Mad City.
Good Kid, Mad City, and the Pimp a Butterfly took a lot out of him.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That was like 4 to 6 years of just solid touring music. Right. The shit he did and he manifested off them 2 albums. He needed a break.
Yeah. All right. Now, I would love to hear this answer right here. If you could describe hip hop with one song, what would that one song be? And this is a No Fluff TV original question. Press play. This is what hip hop is. What is it?
Damn, bro, that's okay, I got you. you probably this gonna fuck you up. Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Fucking Public Enemy. You know that song?
Public Enemy. I've heard it.
Okay.
I can't remember it now, but yeah, I've definitely.
I even listen. It's really that's the album. But let me be specific and say the song, "The Night of the Living Bassheads."
Okay. Yeah.
Because it captured what we were talking about earlier, the 80s era, the crack era.
Yeah.
It captured that in one song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had Farrakhan at the beginning.
I remember the video.
You even lost your religion. You lost your culture. You even lost your mind. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's so hip hop right there.
Right. And also.
And hip hop at its finest, because hip hop fell from its grace.
Because when hip hop started, it was like a disruptive
force.
Culture, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was disruptive force and culture.
Even with the production, it was that it's loud.
We stole from motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers call it what you want to, but we stole instruments and put them together and fucking made music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't even call it stealing. You know what I would call it? It's more so of like using what you got.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? If you couldn't get a drum set, you could just take these records and and create something.
Shout out to the Godfather, James Brown, because that's how the foundation of rap was started with the 1-2.
Right.
Go look at the movie.
The boom bap.
The boom bap was the 1-2 from James Brown. 1, 2, 1.
And another water style, man. That's why I know y'all like y'all trap beats, y'all drill beats. Mm-hmm. Me personally,
that 1-2.
Oh man,
that 1-2
something about it, man.
That 1-2. That tap, tap.
I'm telling you.
And then it goes, the spectrum out of there.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you're a producer.
Man, wonderful.
You're a producer, so you already know.
The last thing is, look into that lens and give out some flowers, because a lot of times we wait till people dead and they're gone.
That's a lot of flowers, man. I got to give out.
Just keep it as minimum.
It's a lot of
just
flowers.
You know what I'm saying. You know,
might need to go to the florist.
And I also say this too, not just flowers to like a celebrity or whatever. People in your life that you may forget. You might not be at the forefront of your mind. The people like, that what I mean. Those people that you might not have in the forefront of your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Still a lot of flowers, Scott.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of flowers.
Well,
so let me, I got you. I got you. So let me give flowers to Rakim Allah. Mm-hmm. Rakim, you're the reason I became an MC. You made me rip up my rhyme book numerous of times and made me become an MC. Right. DJ Kool Herc, you inspired me to show me that, you know what I mean, any yard boy could come and do what he do. You dig? So a lot of teachers along the way. I had a coach in middle school, George Foxwell, who as a black man instilled in me that black man could be powerful. All my uncles, all of my family, man, that instilled black nationalism in me. You know what I mean? The let me know that I came from royalty, that we are the mother and father of civilization, that we are Darth Vader. Luke, I am your father. We are the father to all. And this is scientifically. You can go research it. Everything comes from black. Everything. Mm-hmm. In the color spectrum, everything comes from black. Shout out, you know what? I really want to give flowers to all the NC motherfuckers. Let's go back to Yag Fu Front, who was the first rap group to ever get signed. Let's go to Supernatural. Let's go to Entice. Let's go to DJ Sound Machine on 88.1. Go back and do your fucking history. Before 97.5 was playing shit, it was 88.1.
When I moved to Raleigh, I used to listen to 88.1 at night.
I lost 12. A lot of sleep.
I'm telling you,
I was in school like.
That's how I learned about Little Brother. That's how I learned about.
Yes.
Nature was doing features with artists down here.
That's where Miriam came from. She came from 88.1.
Yeah, a lot of artists,
big ups to 88.1 and the college. Matter of fact, let's big up the whole college radio circuit, because rap music as a whole and the hip hop culture survived through college radio. Once corporate America got their hold of it and corporate stations got their hold of it, it became that. Big ups to Now City, you know what I mean, out of Greensboro, and to DJ Ski for coming down here and doing his thing. Big ups to Biggie, who was out on Blunt Street in Bluntworth and Raleigh, you know what I mean, before he even got big, you know what I mean, and he was walking around with a 666 jacket on at the zoo, you know what I mean. Let's go to all of like the venues and hip hoppers that's been doing it since the early 80s, man, in NC, man. Salute to everybody. And it's too many of y'all to name. DVS, salute to you, my king. P. Batters, like a lot of people paved the way. You know what? I'm going to salute to Petey Pablo, too. Moses Barrett, I'll go all the way back with you. You know what I mean? Salute to you because you gave us an anthem, you know what I mean? That 919, put your head like a helicopter. Anywhere I go in the country and some places in the world I go, be like, Petey Pablo, put your head like a helicopter, put your shirt over your head. And I'd be like, damn, word, you know that shit? Yeah. So let me give flowers all in.
Clayton too.
Yeah, he's not too far from you.
I asked him a couple times.
Not too far from you. I'm not going to, I already gave you too many exclusives. I'm not giving you that exclusive. But I'm just going to tell you he's maybe 2 miles from you right now.
Wow. Petey, come on, man.
Come
on through, bro. I'm right down the street.
Yeah. You know what? Petey's on some other shit now, man. He's on some food shit, woodworking shit. You know what I mean?
Where you get these lunch trays from, bro?
So, he was locked up for a long time. So let me tell you the story of Petey Pablo. Petey, before Petey... okay, this is another... I'm going to give you another exclusive. Yeah, so before he was Petey, he was Apache. Right? I was a promoter at Kamikazes on Western Boulevard in Raleigh. And I brought the real Apache here, and Petey was going to open up for him.
Wow.
Tell Petey, change it.
Apache from Jersey?
Gangster bitch Apache.
Wow.
Knock niggas out Apache. Right?
Yeah.
So I tell Petey, he's like, yo, I want to open up. Yo, I got you. I said, listen, nigga, you don't want to change your name. Because if this nigga gets a hold of knowing that you calling yourself Apache, he going to fuck you up. Right. Man, I'm from North, I'm Greenville, nigga, I'm street. Oh. Okay. Long story short, he goes out there and performs, does his thing as Apache.
Right.
Niggas is confused.
Right.
Apache comes out and was like, yo, ain't nothing one Apache. And I swear he brings his hand from Mississippi, slaps Petey, and spins that nigga, and he became Petey Pablo.
What? Wow. You heard it.
You know that story true, King.
Word.
Facts. I was
he
there.
Slapped Petey. Was it on stage or behind?
On stage. Spun that nigga like a cartoon. Spun him.
That's crazy.
Brought that shit from Mississippi. Pow! And spun him like a top.
Petey, come on and talk about it, bro. Come on to No Fluff TV, man. No fluff, man. Just we can get it real.
It's all love because you took that and it made you the man that you are, King.
Word.
Salute. You already know God. You know what I mean? We go way back. Like, if you'd listened to me, you probably wouldn't have served that second Fed time. You know what I mean? He was going to the airport to fuck with Suge. Suge was out here. He was going to fuck with him. And I was like, nigga, you need to go out there strapped up. You know what I mean? And so I didn't mean take it to the airport with you, nigga. Damn. Like, it was the anniversary of 9/11. And you gonna try to go to the airport with a gun?
Nah, this is never a good idea.
Nah.
But look, man, I want to say I had a great time listening.
I did too, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I did too. I appreciate you, man. Let me look at the list. Hey, listen. All of you out there, you need to come fuck with No Fluff TV. Mr. Carolina Hip Hop said so. Certifying this. You know what I mean? Right. No Fluff TV is hip hop. It is North Carolina hip hop. Right. And if you ain't coming here to holler at my man, then you ain't doing nothing. You dig? Salute.
Salute.
Appreciate you for having me.